Alright, so, yet again, we're here with another video, and this one is going to be about our freshman homecoming.
It's a story time, you know.
Oh, once again, we have Brianna here, because we love our guests.
Get your snacks, girl. It's
Or
gonna be a
boy.
long...
Human.
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah.
our freshman homecoming dance, the first dance that I ever went to at my new school. So, I was wearing a dress. Those pictures are not going to be posted. Those pictures are not going to be posted on
But
this
they're
video.
so pretty. Honestly, when I saw Kenzie's dress, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I loved it. It was like a little high-low, and then it was like sheer, and it had the like lacy details. I thought it was cute, you know.
It was cute, but it's not going to be put in this video. So, So, homecoming. We both had boyfriends. Hers did not go.
Which, there's a whole lot of tea there, actually. So, my grandma offered to actually pick him up, and she also offered, like, we'll pay for his ticket and stuff, and I texted him about it, and I'm like, do you still want to go, because my grandma will take us or whatever, and she doesn't mind picking you up and stuff. And he just said, no, I don't want to go.
Yeah. So me being the human that I was, and I would only be going with my boyfriend. I'm like, no, you're going to this homecoming. You're going. So I made her go with me and my boyfriend.
And Dimitri, which is from
The
the
previous video.
And Dimitri's boyfriend, too.
Yeah, and Dimitri's boyfriend.
Which we can call him... We gotta give names to all of them.
Josh.
Josh?
Yes,
Okay,
his name is Josh.
Dimitri, Josh, and then yours?
I was going to say something really mean, but no, I'm not going to say it. We're just going to call him boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Because I can't think of another name.
How about...
We're gonna keep it simple.
Okay,
Keep it
okay.
simple.
And then we're not even gonna name my
No,
one
we're
because
not.
it's not relevant.
We're not relevant at all. So, we went to this dance, right? And I met Dimitri and his boyfriend Josh outside. And then, were you outside
And
with?
yeah, I actually met up with Dimitri and his boyfriend first because we actually both got there first, and then we saw Kenzie and Kenzie's mom and stuff were taking pictures, so we just ran up to Ken and we're
I
like,
remember that.
ooh, your hair is all curled, ooh, like we were all about it. We were like, oh my gosh, let's like pictures, yes.
So, after that mess, we all got into the dance, and at first, like, we were just kind of, like, standing off to the side. Like, we were up against the wall the entire night. Like, we're not the type of people that be, like, in the middle of the dance floor, like, dancing. No, we were dancing, like, up against the wall. We were like, yeah,
Well,
let's go.
That, and, I mean, at the time, like, at our school, we have a real problem with,
That's called beehiving.
And most of the school literally beehives. So,
All
in a big circle.
Yeah, if you don't know what that is, usually that's like the DJ up front, and there's people that like circle around, and it's usually like a big grind circle, and it's gross. My boyfriend actually tried to get me to go into that grind circle, and he had like one of his friend's girlfriends like dragging me into it, and I was like, nope, and I like ran out.
Right back to me because,
Yeah.
I'm the secure suit.
Yeah.
And pretty much I was three-wheeling the whole night, kind of. Well, technically five-wheeling because y'all and
Yeah,
your
and then
boyfriends and then
Dimitri and Josh.
Yeah, because idiot wouldn't go with me. But, I mean, he's not relevant, so it's fine. But, I'm losing my train of thought.
So, of course, like, things happen at dances. It's not gross. Don't think like that. It's not gross at all. I had a lot of fun. We danced, we sang. I took off my flats because they were hurting my feet. So
you had flats on,
yeah,
and they were hurting.
Yeah, because the back of them were rubbing against my feet, and I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, and I had heels on, so I literally went barefoot because I had these black, big, huge heels, and I don't know why I wore them.
They're so pretty.
They were pretty, but like, oh my gosh, my feet.
So there was a slow dance song on, and I had already danced with my boyfriend, and I
didn't have my ex with me. So, you know, Dimitri and Josh were dancing, Kenzie and his boyfriend were dancing, and so I was sitting there alone and stuff, and Kenzie, as wild as Ken is like, oh, let's go find a boy for you to slow dance with. I'm like, no. First off, I've been to school with these kids for like the longest time, and I'm like, I know pretty much all of them. I would not want to dance with them. I am not like losing my head.
Yeah.
Plus, they're all jerks, so.
That probably would have been a bad idea because she was taken at the time, so,
Which, honestly,
yeah.
if I would have known,
Yeah, if you would have known what happened,
then I would have just done it. Yeah.
Anyway, me being the manly man that I am, I was like, no, I'm gonna dance with you right now, and you're gonna like it. Well, like, of course, I asked her if she wanted to dance, and she said yes. So.
And I had slits in my dress. So the way the dress was there's, like, beading around my neck, and then there was, it was actually really pretty. It was just, like, a skin tone kind of pale look kind of thing. But then it had, like, slits up by, like, my rib cage or whatever, you know, on both sides. Nothing too revealing, but, like, it's
there were
cute
still
or whatever.
cuts in the dress.
Yes, and it was, like, sparkly all over. As you should know, I'm a sparkly girl. And, so Kenzie's like, where do I put my hands? Because Kenzie didn't want to be too disrespectful because, in comparison, I'm really tall compared to Ken. So, there was the whole issue, either Kenzie's going to touch skin or Kenzie's going to go too low on my hips or too high.
I think, wasn't the back cut out of it too? Like, most of the back?
Yeah.
So, either way, I was going to either be touching her sides or her bare skin of her back. Or I was going to be basically touching her hips. I'm like,
Or, like, caressing my chest.
I was not okay with any of that. I was
like,
I'm just going to hold my hands out here and we're going to dance. I think I might have put, like, my arms, like, up on your arms.
I think the way you did it was you were, like, this.
Like, really far up.
But that way, like, you didn't touch anything and it wasn't awkward. Like, It was just...
I wanted to be respectful of my woman friend.
Yes.
So, that was basically how we solved that.
Which, at the time, Ken's was having trouble learning about the dysphoria.
Yeah, the whole gender thing. That's a big baby.
Which is actually the last time we really see Ken's in a dress. Because...
Yes.
Yeah, that was a whole big problem. Even though, like, Ken looks really good in a dress, but, like, honestly, the dysphoria thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, dresses are cute, but I like my body a certain way. So dresses don't really go with how I like my body. And I also don't really like, skin-tight clothes. So, dresses don't really work for me.
Well, unless you got, like, a t-shirt dress, but... Yeah, we're just talking about fashion.
That'd make me look fat. Anyway!
No, not if you wear a flannel around your waist.
Anyway!
I'm too into fashion, I'm sorry.
That's not the point of the video! We get off track very easily.
Yes.
So, homecoming, yep, that was fun. We had a lot of fun. I took something off the wall. I think it was like an M&M or something because it was like candy themed. I think we all took something.
It was like a candy thing. Like, they had, like, candy bowls and, like, the when you would go down to go get your pictures taken, they had it was all, like, very cute. It was, like, very pink and very, like, big candy wrappers and, like, these big balls of pink candies or whatever wrapped up in this, like, sheer, clear stuff to make it look like a little candy wrapper or whatever. And then, like, the whole thing, like, they had, like, candy on the walls and stuff, like, because it was in the cafeteria, so they made the cafeteria kind of all, like, they had tables over that way, down towards that way. Then they had like the DJ towards this, because it's more of like a hall than it is like a big cafeteria. So then they have like obviously the beehive, because people are gross, and then they have the people scattered, you know, the people who don't want to be in that mess, which, I mean, that's perfectly okay. And they had like balloons everywhere, and they had lights, like different colored lights, and then they had streamers going across the top.
There was a lot of stuff. My ex took like the candy cane that was like big, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take like this little M&M thing because it's adorable.
Wait, I didn't even know you were allowed to take stuff. I don't think I took anything.
I did. I was like, yep, I'm gonna take this.
I think I left before you guys did.
Yeah.
Because
we were
I
one of the
had a
last people that
curfew.
left. Because Mom didn't know what time the dance ended, and I was like, oh, people are leaving, and she was like, oh, I'll come and pick you up. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So we were like literally one of the last people in the cafeteria, and he was like, I'm just gonna take this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this M&M, because I knew that they were gonna throw it away. What are they gonna use it for?
Yeah. Well, they're not gonna use it for the next. They wouldn't use it for the next year's because they always change the theme. Like freaking Abby. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that was the homecoming story time of Mess.
2K17.
2K7, was it 17?
Yeah, that was our freshman year because that's. Or wait, no, maybe it's 16.
That was 16.
Yeah, 2K16. I'm done.
Because that was
sorry.
October 16th.
Yeah.
Or not
That's
16th,
stupid.
like 2016.
Well, I was thinking like when me and Zach got together, so I was thinking, yeah that way.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm done with
Like
this
and
video.
subscribe.
No, I mean, like, if you want to, you can, but you don't have to. I'm not
but you
pressuring you to do it.
But you should.
You don't have to.
But like you should.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace.
I'm the little angel on your shoulder. Like and subscribe.